Hello everyone, so welcome to my DataJig YouTube channel. So in this video we will discuss about what is the data types in the SQL. So how to use data types in the SQL. So first understand what is the general things about data types. So data types is nothing but it is some kind of property or the attribute of the data how the your compiler or the interpreter will be understand this is the integer kind or this is a character or this is the float kind of data. So let me give you a real-time example that suppose a person is the object. So person has some name. So one person has the name of Ram, and suppose there is a fruit, and in the fruit category there is some kind of fruit like mango, banana, guava. So if you want to represent mango, the mango color is a whole like yellow or green or some reddish, and suppose you want to banana colors is also in the yellow or the green in the raw form. So in the same way in the programming language we want the interpreter compiler try to understand what kind of the property for the data you are using. So this is the very basic things about the data types. In all the programming language are data types supported. So data types is like whether it is the integer or the string or the float or the doubles. So these are the basic and primary data types in any programming language. So in the same way in the SQL programming language we have a data type. So in the SQL programming language we have lot of more data types. So here I have listed down some very important data type that majorly we use 80 to 95 or 90% time this kind of data types. So majorly time we use this kind of data type. So it will be much more to introduction about data types. So you will encounter many times only these kind of data types mostly used. And suppose you want to learn, so you can google out data types about SQL. So let's understand one by one what is the character data type in the SQL. So character data types is used to store the data between 0 to 255 character. So let me uh, open my workbench here. So along with I also do some hands-on. Okay. Okay, so uh, I'm using a college database. I have already created the college database. Let me zoom it here and select this portion and run. So your college data has been selected. Okay, so comment here, and so suppose I am creating one another table. Create table. I am give the name of the table like my table. Suppose for better understanding, give the table 1. Okay. So suppose what I've told you, a character is a kind of data types in the SQL. It store character. So it's and in the character data type we can only store 0 to 255 character. So if your length of if your length of text is going to above 255, then it will be show the errors. So let me create one column for the character data type. So suppose I am giving name and will be character data type, and I'm giving some passing parameter that is 40. So only we will able to store 40 character of, suppose I am giving the person name or the customer name. Okay, so this is a one character data type. We can hold only maximum 40 character because we are passing. If you are not passing, it will be stored default to 255 character. Okay, so the first data type of SQL completed. This is the worker. So worker is also used for the uh, string or the text. So the one thing is that we can store from 0 to 6553 character. So this is this is a range of text is we can increase by using worker kind of data type. So let me give one uh, customer address and give the data type worker, and if we are not passing it will store to 6535 character. Okay, now if we go for the text size, text data type, so a maximum length of 255 characters. So this is the means whether you can use text data type or the character data size character data types, so both are the equal. You are free to choose any kind of data type, whether character or text. So if only you want to store 255 length of string or the text. So I'm not okay. So next data point is the integer. So integer, so if we can store 10 digits number, from the range of 10 digits number is 2468 minus 21472 214. Suppose if you are passing 314, and so it will be give the error because it is the outside of the range of the integer data type of the SQL. So let's create one column. Suppose give the salary column, and we are pass using integer. Int or integer, you can choose any. Okay, so now we have created one column. Float. So suppose your value in the floating point, so you can also use float. One major difference between the float there are two kind of things. There is a float and the double. So float is also used for the decimal float value. A double also is for the float value. So but the difference is that in the float value we can store uh, so I have mentioned here, and that is used to specify a floating point number. Mysql is p parameter, so it is used to determine how many number you want to use in the your float value. So if p is between 0 to 24, the data type become float. So if p become 25 to 53, then it becomes the double. So this is the major difference between float and double. So it is a normal size starting floating point. So the number of digit after the decimal specified by the digit. So suppose let me give the real example for the double. Let me open notepad. So for the double you can use like range 855 or something, and point something like this when beyond the 25 digits. So this way this is the purpose of the double data types. So you can use float and double. So let me give an salary. Suppose I'm creating one other column salary one, and giving the float data type. Now okay, and so one other, so we understood the float and doubles you can use, and another very important data type is that is date. So date is mostly used so when the dates customer is purchasing some object or some stuff. So the default format for the data type is that year, month, and date. So the example we can write here. Suppose 2022 hyphen month, so current month is the 01, and suppose the today date is the 21st. So this format we enter in the date column. So let me create one column purchase date and pass the data type date. Okay, and so date time is kind of so used to for the time stamp. Suppose the date format is goes like year, month, date. So and along with the above format we can also add hour, minute, and second. So suppose date is the year is the 22, and month is the January, that is 01, and date is suppose 20 1, and time is suppose time is 22 hour and 15 minute and 59 second. So So this format we enter in the date time data type. So let me insert another column, uh, date time. So we can assign date time. Okay, so date time, and another is the time system. So it is used for the store date information in the Unix format. So the result is stored in the Unix format, that is the second. So all the information is stored in the second format. So suppose you enter the above format, so it is stored in the second format. Suppose the values go like 1119995678889. So this kind of value go. If you go Google about the timestamp format in Unix, so you will understood more and more about. So this is the use of the timestamp. So you can also create a column for the timestamp data types. And so time, this is another time data type. So it is used to specify the time format. It is format hour, minute, second. So this format you can only insert data when you are required to insert data format like hour, minute, and second. Next is that year. So when you have to insert data in the only year format, so that purpose we use year in the SQL. So majorly for the data time system, which major time we use date time and time stamps format. These three for the date format we use majorly in the SQL. So means that this is the means and there are a lot of data types in the SQL. I'm not covering all things, so I have listed down which is very important and major time data types used in the SQL. So means this is the means I have explained in very layman term. And what you can do from my side, let I'm let's suppose create a table, give it a table name, and use all kind of create suppose 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 13 minus 2 11. So there is 11 column. So 11 data types is available. Create the 11 columns here. 11 column, design such a way 11 columns, and insert the data in the your table name. Give the here table name according to your convenience, and try insert data more and more. So you will learn how to insert the data in the appropriate format of the SQL data types. So and you can learn here how to create a table and how to create table in the SQL. Here explained in very detailed manner. So this is the assignment from my side. Experiment. So watching the video you will not learn SQL, so you have to practice more and more to become a good SQL programmer. So that's all from my side suggestion. So that's all for this video. And if this video really help you, please like the video and subscribe the channel, and I will share this document in my GitHub, so don't worry for that, you can download. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much.